In Elden Ring, bosses are susceptible to being forced into using the same action over and over again in a response to the same input. I mean, just watch this clip of me and Radon playing tag with each other.
Right? Hey!
You gotta be quicker than that, buddy.
Jokes aside, once you understand this concept, it becomes easier to create builds from the enemies you're going to fight. Welcome to Dissecting The Legends. I'm your host, Yoru, and in the two examples I've chosen today, we're going to see how the very simple act of moving your character in a certain way enables you to completely abuse bosses and move them to your will.
Round 1, fight!
Let's start with ONGBAL. For those who don't know him, he's a guy famous for his level 1 no-hit runs and on all of the hardest enemies in the FromSoftware games. However, what's important to us is the style of combat he's chosen for this iteration of the fight. This iteration because the guy is crazy and actually did a no-hit run on Malenia multiple times. It's a very focused playstyle. Now, Malenia has around 7 moves that you can parry, including this multi-hit which I didn't even know was possible. So the key to fighting her when choosing the parry is to parry as many moves as possible. But how would you do that? Boss attacks are RNG based, right? You don't get to choose what attack they do, only you do. I want you to study these two clips and see if you notice a difference. There are two actors in every scenario with a boss. The boss itself and the player character, and both are doing something. Notice the attacks Malenia is using in the second example and in the first example. So what's going on here? I already gave away the answer beforehand, but essentially it's the movement of your character which is causing the boss to attack in a different manner. Taking a look at ONGBAL's replay, see how his character is barely moving at all? Malenia's AI responds to this by using moves that fall into a category of fast, short-range hits that can be parried. That's why it feels like ONGBAL is stringing parries together for the entire video. He is! And the secret is in his own movement. All of a sudden, seeing ONGBAL's parry run makes complete and absolute sense. The guy is essentially Malenia's master, telling her what to do at all times. Now, before we delve into the man everyone is probably waiting for me to speak on, I have a little Easter egg for you. One of my subscribers mentioned they are still having trouble with dodging Malenia's dance. So I came up with a surefire with 100% guaranteed money back if it doesn't work way to dodge her every single time. Let's sing a nursery rhyme. Ready? Watch this. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. There you have it. Dodge backwards on the T and forward on the high and A, and you should have the timing down perfectly.
Round 2, fight!
Now, for the myth and legend himself. First, you have to understand that Klein, which is Let Me Soloer, for those who don't know, his main goal is helping other players beat Malenia. It wouldn't do if he took 2 hours to defeat a boss every single time because then the host would simply exit. So damage output is necessary, and he achieves that by perfectly combining his build with elegance of movement. Despite it leaving him open for other devastating attacks, by continuously distancing himself from Malenia, he creates an opportunity to punish her with a jump R2, which happens to be one of the strongest punishing attacks in the game. Thus, the genius of Let Me Soloer is not his build, but the way he has found to make his build work consistently. His bleed element makes it so he doesn't have to engage in a volley with Malenia, which is stupid anyway because she heals whenever she strikes you. But his attack patterns are the thing keeping his damage output high enough. However, the legend himself is still not satisfied, for he said he's still getting better at fighting Malenia and trying to get extra hits in. Crazy. So this is what I want you to take away from this video. Next time you make a build in any FromSoftware game, consider not only the enemies, but also your own character as a variable in what the game does. How will you move versus X boss? And what attacks are you playing around? After all, if the player isn't there, nothing in the world responds. If this video helps you in any way, consider hitting the like button. In my next dissection, I'll take a look at Radagon/Elden Beast and how your camera movement can make or break a fight. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe so you get notified when I release the video. Thanks for watching guys, and until next time.